And we are live.
Oh my God, we're live
The
right
Gen
now.
Z Cafe, number 7.
Episode 7.
It's good to have you, man.
It's good to be here, bro.
It's good to do number 7.
My favorite time of the week.
Favorite time of like everything. Oh my God, we're at number 7. I was thinking about that at the gym today, and I was like, we're almost halfway.
We're almost halfway there. That's actually insane.
That's crazy. Okay, so lots to talk about.
So much this week,
much.
bro.
Like this week felt like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, probably more.
Okay, first thing I want to start with is there was a storm today.
There was.
And I was like pooping my pants.
It woke me up, literally.
Dude, I woke up to like lightning. I felt like the world was gonna end, dude.
Insane. The river was moving faster than it normally does because of the wind and
because
everything.
your room you can like see the river.
I'm directly
right?
in front of the river, yeah.
Yeah.
And the river's like moving like rapidly fast. Like
no, there's like a window here open, and I literally woke up I think at like 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m., and I just hear thunder. And usually I've been through thunderstorms a lot in the US. But lightning, I could literally like see my room light up with lightning.
My curtains are white, so like they literally light up every couple of seconds. It was so
scary,
cool.
Bro. It had me like saying the shahada in bed. I'm like, if this is the end, like, thank God I prayed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just get paranoid like that.
I'm glad it wasn't like that last night, and it only started happening like around like very late in the night and towards the morning.
Yeah.
Because last night I was in a different city, and that would have been terrifying. Like for a different city. Yeah. So luckily it wasn't as bad.
No, and I know this is probably like a weird thing, but like even when I was a little kid, man, I would always think it's the end of the world. Like I don't know if we talked about this, but like 2012, like literally I remember staying up when I was in 6th grade, up until midnight of like January 1st, 2011, or basically December 31st, 2011. Because I thought 2012 was the end of the world, and I was just like staying up.
The whatever.
And whenever I would hear like trumpets outside, I'd be like, "All right, that's it."
That's so funny. Child Hussain is very
and it's funny how adult Hussain is still unintelligent. Okay, that's my little rant about the world.
The storm, yeah. Okay, so this week I fell back into the rabbit hole, the wormhole that is Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, the video game I play.
Yes. And you went on a tournament on Friday?
Literally yesterday, Saturday.
It was yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this game I've been playing for 3 years now, competitively.
Okay.
And since we came to France, I stopped playing. Like, I literally quit the game. I haven't picked it up at all.
Yeah.
And so literally a week ago, on Sunday or Monday, so exactly a week ago, I was watching a video of a super major in America of this tournament, and I'm watching the players play and all of them pop off and the energy, and I'm like, I kind of want to play the game again, right? So I look up, I'm like, Smash tournaments in Cannes, and I find one that happened last week. So I'm like, oh okay, and I read about it, and it's a bi-weekly tournament. So there should be one 2 weeks from now, or this week. Sorry, the one that literally happened. So a week ago, when I was looking up, it happened yesterday of the day of my lookup, right? And so I'm like, oh damn, I missed it by a day, right? So I look it up, and they say there's one in 2 weeks in Cannes. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go in 2 weeks. So I enter their Discord server. But when I enter, they say there's a tournament next week, but in Nice, which is a city nearby Cannes. 40 minutes train. And I'm like, okay, I have to go. It's a week from now. Why not?
Yeah.
So I spend the week practicing every night. I spend an hour or two playing like online, playing against people.
An hour or two a day.
An hour or two, of practice online. And the day before the tournament comes, and I'm on set, but I'll talk about that later. And I'm just speaking to Aboudi and our director, and I say, oh, I'm actually going to a tournament tomorrow. Aboudi says, I'll come with you. I'm like, why would you do that? He's like, just to support. Okay. Absolute goat, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Aboud al-Maghribi. Absolute legend for coming with me, because I didn't know how the train works. He taught me everything, because I've never been to Nice before.
Yeah.
So he taught me how to use the trains. He was there with me. When I was in a room full of French speakers, he was there speaking to me like I wasn't alone,
That's amazing.
So
just
such
having
a
the
legend.
support of your brother and your friend, like that's
such a legend.
But I thought that he went because, so does he play Smash?
No, he just he purely went for me. He literally came only for me.
That is like, when Arabic we say ta'ziz khawi.
Literally, bro.
I love
that.
I love that.
Behind every time I was playing in set, he was there watching behind me, and he'd high five me after I won. Like, absolute legend.
Love you, Aboudi.
Okay, so Aboudi, I love you. If you watch this, I absolutely love you.
Shout out to Aboudi.
And so we enter the room, and the dude's like, he speaks to me in French, the tournament organizer. I'm like, I don't speak French. He's like, what's your tag?
Does
I'm
he
like,
say that in English?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, IDK Sallyface. He's like, oh, you're that player. Because he actually DM'd me earlier. He's like, did you register by accident or do you live in France? Because I'm a Saudi player. I'm registered as a Saudi player.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I live in France. He's like, oh, that's you? Okay. And then he asks me, like, do you have a controller? I'm like, yes, I do. I go and check my backpack. I forgot my controller. So unfortunate.
And do you play with a controller?
I play with a pro controller, like
okay.
the full-on 400 real pro controller. And I only brought my Switch, and I was really mad because I put it next to my backpack. I was gonna pack it, but I forgot it. And so I'm there like freaking out. I was like, just ask him. I'm like, I'll ask him later because I'm like a little introvert, right? And I'm just like, I don't know how to ask him for an extra controller. So I just sit there.
But I'm sure, yeah.
I just sit there, and then the tournament organizer is like walking around setting stuff up, and then he comes back to walk to me, and I choose this exact moment, and this is important. I choose this moment to ask him. I'm like, I only brought my Switch and I have Joy-Cons. Is there any way I can play with a pro controller? Because I don't play with Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And I know if I play with Joy-Cons, I was most likely losing in the first round. He's like, unless somebody has an extra controller, I have no way to help you. You're going to have to ask other people. I'm like, oh, that's a nightmare for an introvert like me to ask multiple people.
Yeah.
But then this legend, absolute GOAT named Ruben comes to me. He's like, oh, I have an extra controller. And he just gives it to me. I'm like...
So he overhears the conversation?
Yeah. I'm like... A pro controller? He's like, yeah. And he pulls it out of his backpack and he gives it to me. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, I didn't know how to... I actually didn't know how to respond. I was like, you're a legend. I was like, you're the GOAT, wallah. To his face. Like, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, wallah, you're the GOAT, bro. And so he's like, yeah. Do you want to play? And so I befriend Ruben and we're playing a little bit. And he tells me how he's actually on the national running team for his high school. And the only reason he's at a losers Smash tournament is because he's injured. Or he would have been practicing for running.
Wait. So you met him after he made it into the losers bracket?
No. I mean losers isn't like we're a bunch of nerds compared to a runner athlete like him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And so he's like, the only reason I'm here and not practicing is because I'm injured. And he came with like, what are they called? Crutches?
So he was actually
genuinely injured.
But honestly, like, that's actually kind of sick, though.
It is pretty cool.
Instead of staying home and doing nothing, like,
go play the tournament. Yeah.
Wow. And so was it mostly, like, kind of high schoolers, or was it a mix?
No, there were a bunch of adults. He was the youngest person there.
Okay, I see.
And so he was, he told me this is my first tournament. I'm like, oh my God, I remember my first tournament. And I told him my story and everything. And he's there, he's really nervous. I'm like, to this day, I'm considered like a higher level player than I was obviously in the beginning. I'm nervous right now. Like I told him, the nerves never die down. You just become more confident in your play, right? And so he's a legend. He was supporting me through my run too, and I was supporting him. He didn't do very well, but that's fine. I told him just come back next week and the week after, and
keep practicing.
Practice makes perfect. That's literally how it works. This one dude comes to me. He's like, "You're from Saudi Arabia, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you know Vi and Zosif, who are the two best players in Saudi? Two close friends of mine."
Oh.
I'm like, "Yeah, I do." He's like, "Oh, I love them. I love watching them play." I'm like, "You actually know Vi and Zosif?" He's like, "Yeah, the Luigi and the Roy." I'm like, you
What are the chances, man? Wait. So do they are Vi and Roses?
No, Zosif, but they both play in Saudi Arabia only. Like they don't do.
Okay, but do they stream on Twitch?
They go when tournaments are hosted, they have a stream, right? Like the tournaments have a stream.
Oh.
Like I played on stream yesterday.
So Nintendo organizes.
No, the tournament organizer just streams it on Twitch.
Yeah. I see.
And so.
But are they promoting anything on their socials or?
No, they just have Twitters that they talk about Smash for. So this dude comes to me and he's like, "Your region very underrated." Because we have really good players. We generally do.
And this guy's talking English to you.
Yeah, okay. Like very weak English. But he's like, we're conversating.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, and you guys have 4 scenes in Saudi, right? I'm like, Sharqiya, Jeddah, Medina, Riyadh. Oh my God, we do have 4. I didn't even know.
How does he know?
He's like, yeah, I watch your guys' scene very often. I'm like, that's actually so cool.
What? Okay. I have so many questions. Why is this random French dude invested in the Saudi Arabian Super Smash scene? Like, what is in it for him?
Just seeing players play at high level. So, like, I watch Japanese players and I watch Mexican players because they're at higher level. Is it because
Saudi players are good? My question.
We're genuinely or
are we unique or like
every time a top Saudi player has gone outside, they've performed well. We haven't won any
So
super
it's kind of like
majors,
people are
but
like
we're good players.
tracking.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's kind of like people who are heavy into MMA. They'll like watch Dagestani or like Russian MMA. Like these
just to see them fight. Exactly.
To see future fighters, and they'd be like, "Oh, I knew Habib back in the day."
Literally,
you know?
It's literally that.
I see. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Understanding like the nuances of Super Smash tournaments. Okay, but more importantly, I want to know, how was your run? How did you do in the tournament?
So out of 32 people, I got 7th place.
Wow.
For Rusty Adnan, that only had a week of practice
in a different
online,
country.
In a different country, I'm very proud of myself. The winner of the tournament, I played in bracket, and I lost to him by throwing. I literally threw the match. So I quite literally could have won the tournament.
What do you mean you threw the match? Why did you throw?
I ended up...
I know what throwing means.
But so in
but
the
why
game,
would you throw a match?
You can kill yourself in the game by accident, and that's what I did. So I misinputted something, and I ended up throwing the game. Literally,
I thought throw it because throwing in boxing means like purposefully losing.
Oh no, it wasn't on purpose. It was an accidental throw.
Yeah.
And I'll show you a clip after stream. But so it's a best of 3 versus the tournament winner. I lose game 1. I play game 2 and I absolutely destroy him because I switched characters to a better character.
Okay.
When I won the game, the commentary were popping off, bro.
Wait. There was commentary?
Yeah.
Was this
because I was on stream? Yeah, I was on stream.
Oh wow.
And they were screaming to the point where I played a character of mine that I wanted to practice in the first game. I ended up getting destroyed. So then I played my actual character in the second game. And after the second game, the commentator comes up to me. He's like, "Why the hell did you play Palutena in the first game?" He literally is like, "Why would you play?"
Why would you?
Because I wanted to practice the character. Like I
But
also,
is that the place to practice the character?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't just to practice the character. It was also because I was looking at bracket, and the person I was against, I didn't know was the best there. First of all, secondly, I saw that he played a character that absolutely destroys my character.
I see. So it's a matching thing.
So it was a matching thing, yeah. And I was scared of that character, and then he ended up playing a different character, anyways.
You don't get to know what character is going to be picked
In the game that you're gonna play, no. You get to see what they played beforehand.
So it's not like playing with your friend where you can
know
see
what
what
they're
they
gonna-
select. And
No,
then-
I can see. It's just we both have to say what characters we're playing at the same time, as to not like. For example, if he says I'm gonna play Mario, I could choose a sword character to beat him. So we have to say it at the same time for fairness. And then after the first game, the winner picks their character, and then the loser gets to counter pick.
I see.
So that's what happens.
That's tricky.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Because with your friends, usually it's like, oh, you're gonna play Mario. All right, I'm gonna one up you, Luigi,
Exactly.
and then they get to change until you find.
Yes. And so it was really fun.
But still, man, 7th place is really good.
Not bad, yeah. I was not expecting top 8 to
Yeah, I think if you like keep going, and who knows, maybe you might crush the Cannes folk. Like Nice is a bigger city,
Yeah.
a lot younger in terms of.
the better players are in Cannes apparently. From what I heard, the better players are in Cannes. So that I'm a little scared
What
of.
are they doing in Cannes?
I have no idea. So they have a ranking for this area, the region of Cannes and Nice, and the top 3 players are from Cannes. The rest are from Nice.
I see.
So the person
And
I
that's
lost
the
to,
Côte d'Azur ranking.
yeah, literally, the person I lost to is number 4 in the rankings.
Wow.
And so,
But
yeah,
the fact,
next week I'm
the
winning for
fact
sure.
that you won one round against the champion,
Yeah.
like in fighting terms, that's the equivalent of like someone winning a round against a really good fighter.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like some fighters just never lose rounds.
Yeah, at all. But this dude, he was.
It's like you bleed.
Literally. And so I had a blast, and then I came home, and today I wake up to their Discord being like, IDK Sadface, GG's, thank you for coming and challenging us. We hope to see you again, because I told them I was staying till June. I swear to God, one of the nicest communities ever.
Oh my God.
Because at the end of the tournament, I befriended like a couple of people. I got out of the introvert shell.
Yeah.
Because we're all there for a video game. It's so easy
course.
to make friends when you're there
Bond.
for a reason, you know? Like when you go to, for example, like a club, like a chess club. I'm talking clubs like in university, like chess club or archery club or whatever. You're there all united for a reason. So you have something that you can relate to, you know?
Yep.
And so we're talking, we're laughing. Very chill individuals there. I had so much fun.
You know you can connect with those people because they're interested in the same things that you're interested
Exactly.
in. And you're all there for a common purpose of, 1, to have fun, 2, to compete, but mostly to have fun, you know?
It was such a nice experience.
Yeah. And there wasn't like bad blood or
At all.
Was there any money on the competition or prizes?
There's a prize pool. But
So did you have to pay to get in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's an entry fee of €5.
Okay.
And then there's a prize pool.
I see.
And so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. A bunch of people came up to me and started like complimenting my shirt. What
were you wearing?
I was wearing an anime shirt. And we all play
What
video
was the
games.
anime?
It was Hunter x Hunter. So this person comes up to me, and he says, "I love that shirt." And then he shows me his phone case, and it's a Hunter x Hunter phone case. I'm like, "Oh my god, I love Hunter!" And we keep talking, and he tells me how he's actually in drama club, and they're doing like a show in May. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm here for acting." And so we started
Is it
like
the drama club of his like university?
of his university.
What?
And he's like,
"What are the odds?"
"If you're still here, I'll invite you to our show." I'm like, "Yes, I'll
Is that
definitely
in
make
French?
that." I think so, but
Okay.
like, but I'll still
But
make
still,
it. Yeah,
that'll be a lot of
And so
fun.
I was really interested.
Wow.
And that
Did
was
you
cool.
exchange contacts with anyone? Like
No, but I said I'll see them
Instagram?
next week, and they said they're gonna be there next week. But we're all in the Discord server, so I have
I see.
everybody.
You can, and you know who's who.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they literally relit the fire, and I'm 100% going next week.
Dude,
like
and that's why
100%.
I'm telling people, like, I have so many friends that kind of struggle with this thing, but it's like, you can find your people.
You can.
Literally,
You can.
You're a human being. You have to be interested in something, and I promise you, if you're interested in that thing, there are other people interested.
1,000,000%.
No matter how niche it is, as long as it's not something like super devilish, like weird, like as long as it's not
like
criminal.
murdering children.
And unfortunately, there are probably people in that too. But no, if you like something, there are other people that like that too. And I don't care what it is, man. Whether that's video games or anime or like a really weird manga. Why did I say that?
Yeah, why did you say
why
that?
did I just say that? I just probably should say that. I'm trying to think of like, okay, what's the weirdest thing I can think? I don't know. What if you're into like puppeteering? You know?
That is pretty weird. But I'm sure you'd find like
You might
I'm
not
sure you'd
puppeteers.
find
like
puppeteers.
knitting. Like back in university, there was this kid in one of my acting classes that was just like knitting a frog.
That's
and I
cool.
was so cool. I was so interested. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm just knitting." I'm like, "How did you learn to knit?" And he's like, "YouTube." I'm like, "Can you teach me?" And he's like, "Actually, it's gonna take you years." But I'm like, "Oh, but still, that's really cool."
So you never got taught.
I never got taught.
Unfortunate.
Knitting is difficult.
But yeah, that's the end of my Smash like journey. So much fun. Like genuinely, I tweeted about them. Like because they posted the top 8 on Twitter. So I retweeted. And
I didn't
was
know
like,
you're active on Twitter.
I'm only Smash.
I see.
Like
I see.
my Twitter's all Smash.
What do Smash people tweet about?
They show funny clips, like cool clips that they've done.
I see.
Tournaments, just matchup charts, stuff like that.
How and it seems like a pretty wholesome community, but the Smash community overall, would you say it's kind of similar, or can it get a little toxic?
No,
competitive?
Smash community out of all fighting games is definitely on the more toxic
I
side.
see.
But the Arab scene is very nice, and from what I've seen, the French scene.
Like, it sounds like
tournament
a
I've
really
been
small world.
Every
like,
tournament I've been to has been really nice. So I've seen toxic like interactions online, but I never in my life have I ever like.
But I think that's just human behavior. Like
Probably.
we're much
We're
more
behind the
likely.
screen.
Yeah. We're much more likely to be toxic. But if you face to face, even if you quote unquote hate that person online,
You
I
won't
bet
show-
you
yeah.
just be like, whoa, this is actually like a cool person.
Exactly.
You know?
And one last thing I want to know about the Smash experience was, so this isn't my first tournament outside. When I went to visit my uncle in America, there was a tournament literally every single day. America is like the hugest Smash scene. They have
bet.
tournaments daily, not weekly,
God.
not bi-weekly.
In
Daily.
local tournaments.
Local tournaments with prize pools and everything
Wow.
daily.
Wow.
So I went to like 5 tournaments in a row every single day. It was so fun. And it was really nice, and I befriended a bunch of people that I talk to this day on Twitter and whatever. But yesterday, was my first experience being in a room with people speaking a language I've never, like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, they're talking about the video game I play, and I have no idea what they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm behind 2 dudes playing, and they're laughing, and they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what are you saying? Like, when I went to America, they're speaking in English. When I play in Saudi, they're speaking in Arabic. Those are languages I understand. I didn't expect it to be that like foreign to me. It felt foreign.
Yeah.
But then when I met the people that do speak English, it felt so much more genuine. Yeah.
But that's why I feel like it's really important to learn a little bit of French, man. Because
But they're very slang French. This isn't something I can
I
learn
know,
very easily.
you're not going to learn very easily, but you can still go a long way. Like, I've been very, very, very proud of the French I've come along.
Yeah.
People have been really impressed, and I wanted to talk about this. Like, I've been going into cafes and restaurants and just ordering in French. And these are people that I see every week. Like, for example, the lady that works at...
Mad?
No, not Mad. The cafe by the college. The Japanese French friend. Yeah. And so the lady that works as a host there, or kind of as a servant, I just ordered in like, not fluent French, but my accent apparently is really good.
Yeah.
And she was like taken aback. Were you there?
No, you told me about it.
Yeah,
I wasn't
and
there.
she basically was like, wait a minute. When did you learn French? And your accent is really good. And I was like, merci beaucoup. And then her mom comes in, and her mom is impressed. And I was like, bonjour, comment ça va? And we started chatting a little bit, and I asked them, tu travailles ici, like, do you work here a lot?
Yeah.
And then they start laughing, and she's like, oh, we work here, but she takes off some days. And then the dad comes in, he's like, comment ça? I'm like, oh, très bien, et toi? And it was just like a really, really cool experience.
Very
you know?
cool.
And I know on the first pod, I talked about the importance of travel, but now I feel like there's also the importance of traveling and trying to go as much as possible into learning that people's culture and also their language.
Yeah.
As much as you can. Because, man, like, it forms a bond and also just makes things way easier. Like, in the storm, I ordered groceries, okay?
Yeah.
And the road was blocked due to just the weather.
Oh, yeah.
It's also
it's not
been
the
blocked.
weather. It's been blocked since the
It's
the
been
festival.
blocked, yeah, for weeks. And so the guy didn't speak English, and he was like, I can't come to you. And so I just had to speak to him in French. I was like, rendezvous to gare. Gare just means station.
Yeah.
And then he's like, which gare? And I was like, Robinson gare. And then, yeah, we just met at Robinson. So it's like little things like that will help you, one, survive, but two, what's more important is make a bond. Because then he asked me, like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, oh, je suis saoudien.
Yeah.
J'étudie, I'm studying here, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's
That's
just my
very
rant
it's
about-
very interesting. Yeah.
You can just form a closer bond with someone. It shows a culture of appreciation.
You definitely can.
know?
I'm just too lazy. Man.
It only
I have
takes
so
5
much
minutes
on
a
my
day, though.
plate.
I've been learning French just 10 minutes a day and progressing so fast. And the thing is, man, you're 20. I mean, I'm 23. I always say this. we act like the age gap. By the way, I was thinking about this the other day. I remember I was saying I would look at 50-year-old me, and then you're like, oh, you're old. I'm like, yeah, because that would be 27 years from now. It's also 30 years
30
away
years
from
is
you.
a lot more than 27 years.
Back to the topic. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes
Yeah.
to learn our language, really, over time.
Of course, but like
Like the power of compounding, you know?
yeah. But I could be like sleeping in those days. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I love morning routines, man. And right now I've just been waking up. I learned French. I read Arabic because I've been trying to practice my Arabic.
Yeah.
So I read the news. بالعربية الفصحى.
That's nice.
In modern standard
I
Arabic.
and
I read it out loud just to like, yeah, you know, I'm going into an acting career, so need to.
I realized I've been working so much on my Arabic that my English has gotten worse.
Nah, I don't think that's a thing.
No, like genuinely, my speaking
How
has
have you-
100% gotten worse.
When have you gone?
Like I've been prioritizing speaking in Arabic,
When?
just in general, not with you, but like with
Okay.
everybody else,
With who?
like everybody in our program.
In the program?
Yeah,
I've never heard you speak a word of Arabic around
I'm
me.
not with you all the time. You know that, right? I have a life.
I see. So you're saying the people who
And even my
generally-
friends, like in phone calls and whatever, I'll be talking to my friends
I
in
see.
Arabic for the
Why
most
didn't
part.
you talk Arabic with me?
I don't know, because I want to
haven't
work
been
on my
good.
English too now.
But you are. Like, you are working. That's why I'm debating this, because, one, the program's in English.
Yeah.
So 8 hours a day you're talking in English, usually. When you're in the classroom, 100% you're talking English.
Yeah, but those are like simple exchanges. I'm talking like,
Deep
see,
experience.
I lose words. I don't know what I'm looking for.
But that
know
doesn't
words.
that comes from reading.
I read too,
Then you're good.
but I feel like I'm not. I don't know. I feel like it's I'm losing it. It's like
You want to say words like alliteration and
stuff like that, yeah.
like,
And they're in my mind, but I can't say
Exponential.
them. Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
I want to
I'm trying to
sound.
think
I
of-
want to be like Jaden Smith. You know, why aren't we talking about the political and economical state of the world? You know, have you never seen that clip?
No.
Look up Jaden Smith, economical and political.
No, but
state of
on
the
that
world. So
topic, I
funny.
think reading and writing really helps. I've loved
to start
journaling
writing.
in the past, but yeah, I'm starting a daily journal. And I think, like, I know last time we played Spark, we said we wanted to hold each other accountable. So you've been
Yeah.
practicing basketball.
I have.
I've been practicing acting.
You have.
But I do want to start daily journaling because I used to journal with my iPad, and I had this really cool setup where
You still have your iPad.
I still have my iPad, but I don't have my iPad all the time. And just the friction of opening the iPad, opening the app, doing this whole thing, it adds friction.
Yeah.
So now I'm just journaling on my phone. Like literally before going to bed, just
No, I get
listing out. Because I went back to some of the journals of like uni days and I'm like, holy crap, I forgot about that day. You know, I just read the journal. I'm like, oh, I went on a hike and then pet some dogs. And
literally.
then just like went to the gym.
It's just a daily. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of daily activities, I bought a guitar. The most
Okay.
spontaneous.
I was with you. Oh, no, I was
You weren't with me when I bought it,
Yeah,
no.
well, I was with you when you scoped
I was
it.
alone in the storm, carrying a guitar back home. It was raining that day. Yeah, it was
Oh,
terrible.
it's been raining so much
I
lately.
hate the rain, and I've said this before.
Yes, I hate the rain too. I don't know if I've said it before.
I need the sun, bro. I can't live without the sun.
Yeah. And especially when like you live in Saudi where the sun is there 24/7.
It's my home. The sun is my home. I am a person.
Yeah,
of the
Boulder was
sun.
like that too. It's one of the sunniest places.
And
but go ahead.
No, I've been watching like a lot of YouTube videos about guitars, like beginner courses, like the 10-day courses and whatever. And I've been playing, and at the beginning, my fingers would absolutely kill me, like red marks, and they'd be painful for the next 30 minutes after playing. Like it was bad. But recently, I've been playing for a week and a half almost. Mm-hmm. I don't feel pain when I play anymore. Yeah. Which is so cool. So cool.
You developed calluses.
So, yeah, literally calluses on the tip of my fingers. Like they feel different than the other fingers. And now I can like genuinely play without having to worry about the pain.
So zero pain?
Not zero, but it's way less.
And I bet you it'll get better.
It definitely will. And I was talking to my cousin who also plays the guitar. And he was saying how, yeah, it'll go away eventually with time. Even moving your fingers, you'll get used to the movements. Just give it time, practice. And I promise you... You will get better, and I definitely will. Yeah. One day I'm gonna play a song on the podcast. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Wow. One day, maybe episode 20.
Who knows? Maybe you'll record the intro. Maybe you will make our intro. I mean, I don't know if you'll be writing music by then.
Maybe.
But who knows?
We'll see. Episode 20.
Just give us a little chord, like one or two chords.
Yeah. Gen Z Cafe.
Gen Z Cafe. I love that, and then I'll play the piano. Yeah.
Oh, we could do like a band for the Gen Z Cafe.
I don't know how I'd get a piano.
Yeah. You could do one of those tiny
expensive.
ones.
I was talking about that. I was like, I think I've talked about things I want to do when I get baller, and just like be like filthy rich. But one of them is just buy a grand piano.
Literally, just
like I want once I inshallah, bidhnillah, own my own house or an apartment. Once I have my own space for myself, like my long-term space that I know I'm not going to move, because moving a piano is like I think. I just want to like this old, nice, grand piano. Yeah. I'm thinking it's
like,
brown.
Are they called organs? You know, the giant ones that they play Dracula's music on? Yeah, are those called organs or?
I don't think those are
the one with the giant pipes coming in the back of it. It has, do you not know it?
I think bil Arabi you're thinking orgs. I think they're just...
Is it an org? I don't know. But it's like a giant piano with like pipes coming out the back. So cool. I've always loved those.
What do the pipes do? You just like
it's for the music. They're like... I
think that's a different instrument, though.
It definitely is. It's not a piano.
No, I want a
But it has keys and it has like
classic grand piano. Actually, no, scratch brown. I think black. Just like a nice.
I like the white ones. You know, the pure polished white ones? Oh. Those are so pretty, bro.
Yeah. But then that would have to match the aesthetic of the apartment.
Oh, true. It depends on your house, really.
I really don't like white houses.
It gets dirty. Yeah. No, I've seen white houses that get dirty.
Like, it's not just that it's dirty. It's kind of strong on the eyes. Yeah. Like, you feel like you're in a mental hospital. But I'm not saying black walls, but maybe like, I don't know, like a red.
I have a rich Emirati friend. Okay. And his house is like the color palette is white and gold.
Wow, mashallah.
It looks amazing, mashallah.
Wow. A white piano fit there.
A white. Oh, okay. It'd fit like a. What's the opposite of a sore thumb? I was gonna say it'll fit like a, and then I almost said sore thumb, but that's when it like stands out. Have you never heard that? You're standing
like
out like
a key.
Maybe. Whatever. Anyways, it'd fit in. Is what I mean.
But yeah, I think a piano, and then ever since I was a kid, I've wanted like a shawarma. Like a like a
the
pita grill,
like,
yeah. Like
why?
I just love shawarma that much. It's my favorite food, so like, I just love to have that to make shawarma.
Interesting.
You know? Yeah.
Oh, do that, I guess. I wouldn't.
The contrast is just like shawarma
piano.
And then a white piano.
You're like very classy and the very Arab. I want shawarma.
I do want to be able to play my own songs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that would be so much fun.
I feel like, how cool would it be to be able to write a song? You know? The music,
the music itself,
the music and the lyrics.
Yeah,
like,
but I've always thought about that. I think some musicians, it's not like they sit down with a notebook and make notes. I think they just.
It just sounds in their head. It just sounds in their head.
Yeah, they just play and then they memorize it or they record it. And once you record it once, you can identify those notes.
Yeah, and
then you can put it on sheets.
I saw this video. It was really cool.
Okay.
It was this musician, very niche. Like he's not known. I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
But he rents a orchestra, like a mini orchestra. Mm-hmm. And he's there, he's like, I don't know how to play half your instruments, but I have a song in mind. And he just tells them, I want you guys to play bum 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 bum. And then they do it. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
And then he's like, okay, now you guys da 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 da. And then at the end, it's a genuine song.
Wow.
And it's so cool.
This is
The
this is on TikTok?
I saw it on Twitter or Instagram. I don't remember.
So he's a conductor.
No. He's just a musician. Like, he just writes music for himself.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know how to play their instruments. But he has, like, music that they could play. Like, just sounds in his head.
Mm-hmm.
But he tells each musician, like, each player, like, for example, the violinists, or whatever they're called, do... din 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 din, and then they'll do ba 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 ba, and then he's like, okay, you keep looping that, and then da, da, and he's like, okay, while they're doing that, now the trumpets do this, and he orchestrates the whole thing. He's not an orchestrator. He's just telling them to make sounds, literally.
That's actually amazing.
And it turns out to be a genuine song at the end. Like, it's something that sounds good, and I'm like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's something that I've been thinking about a lot, by the way. The fact that some people just have brains that they're not capable of doing the stuff themselves just because of their, one, could be genetic makeup, two, just could be physical abilities.
Exactly.
But they can help other people achieve that.
Literally.
And I was thinking about that with bodybuilding as well. Like, there are some coaches that have literally made C-bums, that have made 5 times 6x, 7x Mr. Olympias.
And
but
they can't. Yeah.
They can't. But they have the knowledge, they have the skills, and they know how to do it.
That's so cool.
And another thing that I wanted to talk about is both a shout out and kind of a self promotion. Is I had one of my clients meeting today, and man, this guy has lost 18 kilograms since he started.
How did he start?
He started at. It's fine because he's
when
5 months ago, like literally in 4 months.
That's insane.
4 to 5 months, and it's been super healthy.
That's
it's
insane.
been brother,
like, insane good. I mean,
amazing. I love this guy. And, like, he shared a story before, but I'm gonna wait until he reaches his goal weight.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna basically use that to self promote.
Literally, as you should.
He's telling me, dude, like, he used to have like these weird like neck pains, and now the neck pain is gone.
That's so cool.
He was complaining to me. He's like, Hussain, because I tell him to do like 150 minutes of cardio per day.
Yeah.
And it's usually like 2 1-hour walks. He's like, oh, my heart rate is too low when I'm walking. I'm like, yeah, that's because you've lost weight and your cardio has gotten better. But he's like, yeah, but I can't get in the fat burning zone. I'm like, it's fine. You can just increase the incline. But he walks outside. So I'm like, run a little bit once you get your heart, or walk faster.
Yeah.
Or try to find an incline. But it's crazy, man. Like I said, his cardiovascular health is going up. Cool. I bet you if he was doing blood tests, his cholesterol is going down.
Yeah.
And it's just so many health benefits. And it makes me feel good where I'm like, oh,
I did that for someone.
I did that for someone, man.
That.
And I'm not taking a single real. From
which
is awesome. Me. And it's just like, and I would literally do it for free. Obviously, I can't because I'm a human being and I need to eat.
Yeah.
And eventually, I need to like have people pay me. But I don't know. That was just something really cool that I wanted to share. And it made me realize that for me, I know what I want. We've talked about this before. I know who I am. I know what I want. But I can definitely use personal training as a vessel to propel my acting career forward whilst monetarily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a service, right?
How is you coaching people going to help you
as
act?
an actor, you still got to survive. You still gotta eat,
for sure.
In the early days. And for me, I would rather do something that I love where I am helping people. And I've realized that I really like coaching.
Yeah.
And it's moments like these where I see the impact that I can make on someone's life. And by the way, I should take zero credit. Like, literally, it's all him.
Oh, it was all his hard work.
All his hard work. Because if you don't listen to what I tell you to do, you'll improve, but you won't see the results.
Exactly.
So this guy has been working hard, but also
for sure.
hasn't been working that hard either. Like, it's just basic. Like, literally just go to the gym, do the 1 hour exercises that I tell you.
Caloric deficit.
And he eats whatever he wants.
So he hasn't been doing a calorie deficit.
No. He eats whatever he wants as long as it's within his calories. So I'll send him his numbers and he'll send me screenshots on MyFitnessPal. But you can eat whether you want to. It's like a budget. I think of it like a budget. You get 1,800 calories.
It's literally a budget.
It's a budget. Whether you want to spend it on Pop-Tarts and be hungry the whole day, or Pop-Tarts aren't really a thing inside.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Or if you want to do dates, or if you want to do chicken breasts, or if you... Broccoli apparently is the thing. I'm going on a really crazy rant. But my friend... I was calling my friend the other day, and apparently he's been like addicted to broccoli lately. Like,
don't blame him. I love me some broccoli. Broccoli with ranch?
Yeah, and apparently it's a super high volume food where you can literally eat like unlimited broccoli and never reach 300 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull us back to Pop-Tarts.
Okay. Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts don't sell in Saudi Arabia, but
you can find them in Tamimi. Probably.
Very, very rarely will you find them in Tamimi, and they have the terrible flavors. I love living next to Bahrain.
Yeah.
We've genuinely gone grocery shopping to Bahrain specifically for Pop-Tarts sometimes. Also because it's cheaper there.
Okay.
They don't have tax.
Okay.
Or they do, but it's
Why
way
does
lower.
Bahrain have Pop-Tarts and we don't? Where do you find them? They're in the like
In every
Lulu
supermarket.
or-
Every supermarket has Pop-Tarts.
I guess
They have
the
alcohol.
distributor-
They have everything, you know? Like, why does Bahrain have alcohol?
I was
They have
watching an
everything.
Instagram reel today about how Al-Hain at the King Fahd Causeway. By the way, apparently that was like an engineering like feat.
What?
Like it's at some point it was like the longest causeway or the longest bridge ever built by man.
Oh,
It was like a
from Saudi
really
to
big. Oh
Bahrain?
yeah. Like when it was built, that was an engineering like massive,
Yeah.
incredible accomplishment. But now apparently the traffic is a lot less in Bahrain or in the causeway because the insurance you can now get it online
Yes.
and you can get it up for as low as 3 days, whereas before it was 1 month.
Yeah.
And because it's 1 month, one, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And two, it just takes longer.
Exactly.
But now if you get it online, it's linked to your license plate.
Yeah, we do it online.
Oh really? And
Yeah.
does it really save you time?
Oh, yeah. You go through it automatically.
Wow.
But also, the bridge has been less crowded because they opened more, whatever, desks or whatever you want to call them.
Kiosks.
Yeah. And Saudi Arabia has been improving a lot. So a lot of people don't go to Bahrain anyways.
They're movies here.
Exactly.
Even though it's cheaper, by the way. Like it's cheaper
it's
in
like
Bahrain.
you'll literally save money going to Bahrain and coming back for a movie than you would to go to a cinema in Saudi Arabia.
Or go
We
eat.
have such expensive cinemas, unfortunately, but like whatever. It is what it
But
is.
also they're so clean and so nice. Oh man, I love the theater. Speaking of, I have watched Dune Part 2.
All right, I was
have
gonna
watched
ask
Dune
about
Part 2.
that.
Yes, I watched it on Friday. And
A bunch of people went today. You could have gone with them.
I was the cool one. To be fair, I didn't ask anyone.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about this with someone the other day. I'm the type of person where if I want to do something, I'll just do it. I feel like, and I wasn't always like this. A lot of my friends say, "Oh, I want to travel, I want to do things," but no one ever like Mahdi Azizli. But you can also just do the thing by yourself. Like I have no problem going to a movie theater and enjoying a 3-hour movie and then going home and just thinking about the movie. You know?
Yeah, no. Like, I mean,
You would
with
never
me
go.
personally.
You wouldn't go. to
There
a
are
theater
some
yourself?
activities I just won't do alone.
Like what?
Going to the movie.
Okay.
Traveling, I can do alone. Traveling is fine. I've done traveling
Okay.
alone. Going to a restaurant.
Going to a nice restaurant alone is really
alone,
fun.
That's so sad.
It's not sad.
Just table for one, please. Look how sad that sounds.
You don't say it like that. They ask you how many people, and you're just like, just one.
Just me, I have no friends. That's what it sounds like.
But it's
I'm
not
kidding.
that.
But
Yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. Obviously, I'm kidding when I say, oh, that's sad. And whatever.
Yeah.
I just personally need someone to enjoy the experience with. Like, it's a personal thing. Like, when I go to a movie, I want to talk to someone about the movie after the movie, you know? That's one of my... I don't even enjoy
But I
it.
can't. I'm talking about the movie now. I did talk about it with other
But
people.
I won't be able to relate it. I won't be able to relate right now because I haven't seen the movie.
No, I've talked about the movie with other people who have watched
Sure,
the movie.
but I love my favorite experience from the movie
Yes,
isn't
yes,
watching
yes,
the movie.
yes.
It's walking
It's the
out of the movie,
conversation
talking with my
after.
siblings, my friends, being
Yes,
like,
that's-
"Oh my god, I loved
Oh,
it when
yeah,
this or that happened."
Yeah.
You
When I
can't
have
top
other
that.
people, and to be fair, I did ask a few people. That's what I'm saying. I asked a few people. They were all busy.
Yeah.
So then I was like, all right, I'm
No,
not going to deprive myself of this experience.
And you shouldn't. I would. You. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
There are just a couple of things that I wouldn't do alone.
Like, would you, I don't know, I'm just throwing things
Ask,
out
yeah.
there. Go to a concert alone.
No.
I think I would.
No, a concert maybe.
Like a Hans Zimmer
Depending
concert.
on the person. Like if it's someone like I like the music but I'm not too excited about them.
Go to a play. That's one thing I don't think I would do alone.
A play I wouldn't do alone. But a play is
play I
literally a
wouldn't do
movie,
alone.
just not on a screen. Why wouldn't you do a play
Plays
alone?
are so different. No,
Why?
No.
Why? Explain to me how it's different.
I've
Please.
never gone to a play alone.
Okay.
Okay. No. A play is way more intimate. Not just with the person that you're with, but with the actors, with the room. Because most
So why do you need
plays...
people? You're intimate with the actors. Boom. Solve your problem. You're welcome.
No, it's just... What I'm saying is it's a shared experience.
Yeah.
Movies, you can kind of ignore everyone else around you, and you don't really interact with them. Like, when was the last time you went to a movie and you looked at the person next to you and you said, "Oh, hi,"
I
you
did
know?
that a couple of times.
Okay.
Like every now and then.
Yeah, no, if they seem nice, obviously
Yeah.
I'll say hi. It's not like I'm going to ignore myself.
No, I'd be chatting with them mid-movie. I'm like, did you see that?
And they're just complete strangers?
Yeah. I've
That's
done it
fun.
like 3 times maybe.
Okay.
And every time...
Yeah, no, they might be a
They
start of a great
talk back,
friendship.
yeah.
I'm all for it. But what I'm saying is in a play, you're much more likely to make eye contact with other people and interact with them.
Yeah.
You know, they'll say, "Oh, good evening."
Oh,
you know,
for
they're
sure.
going by.
Yeah.
And you're all laughing together and you're laughing with the actors.
Yes.
You're all... So it's like if you're alone... I don't know.
I don't know.
Look, if I
I've never
really like the
differentiated
play,
the two.
I'd invite... But also, not all people are into plays.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to plays with friends, but they've all been like, I don't know, sophisticated friends. Like people who like reading books. I love those people. You know, anyone who's come watch.
I need more sophisticated friends.
Would you go watch a play with me?
Probably, yeah. Why not?
As an actor, I feel offended as your
what? Why not?
For
like,
your
why
hesitation.
I didn't hesitate. I said probably, yeah. Like unless I'm busy.
Probably.
But I wanna to the concert. I want to mention if it's a concert for like, for example, The Weeknd or Bruno Mars, and I had a ticket or two tickets, and no one was willing to come with me. I'm going alone. That's The Weeknd. That's the Bruno Mars. I love like if they're my top like artists, then for sure I'm going alone. I don't even care.
Okay,
but if it's like someone I've heard music like Ariana Grande, for example, I like her music. I'm not the biggest Ariana Grande fan, so if I had 2 tickets to Ariana Grande,
that's an expensive concert right there. Like you just an Ariana Grande concert is going to be more expensive than The Weeknd or Bruno.
I don't think so. The Weeknd and Bruno Mars.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
There's no shot.
Ariana is a massive star, dude.
And what the hell are Bruno Mars and The Weeknd then?
No. I'm not saying they're not.
We need to look this up.
I bet you that's my guess is that an Ariana concert
I need to look this
would
up.
be more expensive than than Bruno Mars. I don't know about The Weeknd.
How much is a Bruno Mars concert ticket? I'm asking Siri for audio listeners. Bruno Mars is as low as $323 with an average price of $770.
Okay.
Okay.
Look up Ariana.
How much is an Ariana Grande concert ticket? It won't show me. Wait. What's the price for a concert ticket of Ariana Grande's? Not showing me numbers. What the heck?
Let me just look it up. We're invested at this point.
I'm invested. I have to find out the answer. I am the biggest like ride or die for The Weeknd and Bruno Mars, so I will back them up. Where are the numbers? There are no upcoming events for Ariana Grande. Check back later for a new event. Okay, but like, how much were her previous tickets? I'm not looking for like right now.
Try Ticketmaster.
Ariana Grande ticket prices. Allow. Sure. How much is Ariana Grande's tickets? Average is $138. Don't you ever disrespect Bruno Mars ever again.
I'm not gonna try to attack your sources, but wow, well,
they're both Safari, so like
I think in my memory I was just thinking because Ariana did have like this meteoric
she's huge.
rise.
I'm not saying she's small as an artist, but Bruno Mars. I've known Bruno Mars way longer than
I've known Bruno Mars since I was like 9.
Exactly. Ariana only became a singer like after her Disney debut or Nickelodeon.
But by the way, been a singer his way better singer. She's a good actress. It's just.
Have you seen Sam and Cat?
But I feel like, don't you feel like that was more of the leadership around
Nickelodeon?
Her?
Yeah, that's like how Nickelodeon girls. Yeah.
I forgot his name, but there was that whole like scandal of the dude who did you remember hearing about that? No. So there.
Oh, the guy, like assault case.
Yeah, the guy who basically ran all of those shows.
Yeah. So messed up.
So messed up. And actually, what's funny is what's not funny. What's cool.
What's funny.
Yeah, what's coincidental is that Jeanette McCurdy, who played Sam.
Okay.
And also played. You watched iCarly, right?
I love iCarly.
So Sam from iCarly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't know her
she came to our university and gave a speech. Yeah.
And you saw her?
Yeah, it was for her book sale. Well, I didn't see her. I was going to go, but I got lazy. But yeah.
You missed out on seeing Sam.
I did.
That's
but
crazy.
Yeah. But also she like stopped acting. So
I don't care. It's Sam from iCarly, bro.
Her book was about quitting acting. So I was like, I wanted to get into acting. So why would I show up to a talk about someone who quit acting?
Take a picture,
no,
maybe.
You are right. You're right. I should have gone. I don't remember why I didn't. I think I was too busy or something.
That's fine, but like, I wouldn't miss out on that chance. You know, that's Sam from iCarly.
Yeah, she came to our. She was in Mackey. Mackey Auditorium is like
very off topic, but I haven't met any famous people except for one. I don't know if I've told you this.
Who's a famous person you met?
I met the voice actor for Nathan Drake.
No! Wait,
have I never told you this?
You met Nolan
North. He signed my poster.
That was like.
I took a picture with him.
I'm gonna cry. That was my hero.
I've never told you this?
You've never...
Yeah, so there was a Gamers Day in Riyadh.
He was in Saudi?
And my aunt organized the whole thing, so she got us VIP tickets, me and my sister. And so we go, I met the creator of Tekken.
Wait. Hikushima?
I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But I met him, and I met Nolan North.
I'm so jealous.
I have a picture. You want to see the picture?
No, yes.
I'm gonna show you the picture.
Oh my god. Dude, I love that.
It was on my Snapchat.
I love that, man. You don't know how much I love the Uncharted series on that.
I know how. That's why I'm
my
surprised.
favorite video game.
That's why I'm surprised I just noted it now. I met Nolan.
Oh my god. Dude, you're a freaking baby.
I was a child. Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, you were 17.
13?
You were not 13, you were 14.
14, 15, something
I was
like that.
17 at the time. I was only a bit older than you, but yeah.
I literally met Nolan North. He signed my Death Note. It was really funny.
And you're wearing your anime.
Yeah, because it was an anime con too,
got
you know?
braces on.
And so he literally, he signs my Death Note, and then a dude behind me says, "Oh, you're gonna die," to Nolan North. And Nolan North is like, "What?" He's like, "Do you not know what the Death Note is?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Oh, never mind."
I'm actually surprised Nolan North.
Yeah, and then I explained to him that the Death Note.
Why did you have him sign in your Death Note?
Because this is embarrassing. I don't want to mention it.
You have to say that.
So I went cosplaying.
Okay, as I could see, but wasn't that a Naruto?
Exactly. Kid? So my cosplay was a mix of 3 characters. I wore a Pikachu hoodie with like the ears and everything, and then a Naruto headband and the Naruto marks, and then I had a Death Note. So my character name was Pikachu. No, wait, it was Pikaruto Yagami.
Yagami, I'm guessing.
Yagami Light. Yes, Yagami Light. And so there was I was just dressed like for fun, right?
Yeah.
And then there was a cosplaying competition. Oh my god, I haven't told this story to you before. There was a cosplaying competition.
Okay.
And my sister says, "I dare you to go register." Oh. I'm like, bet.
At the same event?
At the same event. I was like, bet. So I go and sign up. They're like, I swear to you, the man like registering names because they were cool cosplayers. Yeah. A dude came as like Scarecrow from Batman Arkham Knight. Coolest man on the planet. There was a dude with like anime wings, and they would actually like fly, like they'd move very like sophisticated, like
hard work.
Yeah, sweat inducing like they put time into these cosplays, right?
Sweat inducing. You just watch them and sweat induces.
No, I feel like they put sweat and blood into this.
Yeah,
is what I meant.
I know.
And so I go wearing a hoodie and makeup, like 3 lines for Naruto.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, and the dude's like, he looks me up and down. He's like, "What's your character name?" I'm like, Pikaruto Yagami. He's like, "Oh, because like 3 characters. That's clever." And then he writes my name down.
Was he a Saudi guy?
He was a Saudi guy.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come back at 8 for like the actual competition." Yeah. And so I go, and there's a competition where everybody goes in the middle. They do like a little tiny show for 30 seconds, and then they leave.
Is it kind of like a bodybuilding thing where you just
literally
stand?
But it's not us next to each other. It's us like turn by turn, right? And then there's judges that rate whoever has the best. Yeah, but do you like walk
on a catwalk?
It was it was literally just a bunch of chairs. It's like a theater.
Okay.
Almost, but it was outside.
I see.
And so the Scarecrow goes, very insane cosplay. If I had pictures, I'd show you. And then a bunch of people go in there. I'll have well thought out like cosplays, and then I run down like I'm doing the Naruto run, and I go in front of everybody, and I do like a little like show of me writing in the Death Note, and then
what's your
whatever
Pikachu move?
And I jumped or something. I don't remember. And then I run off stage, right? And so the dude is like, while the judges discuss which they think was the best, let me ask some of the crowd who they think was the best, right? So they go and ask people, Scarecrow, the dude dressed as Batman, whatever. Everybody got like all the good cosplays got answers, obviously. And I'm like, you know what? Obviously, I wasn't expecting to win anything. But then he goes and asks this little girl, 4 years old at max. He's like, who do you think is the best cosplay? She's like, Pikachu! And I'm there in the back popping out. I'm like, yeah! God.
Going off on toddlers' comments.
I was like, let's go!
She probably had no idea, dude.
I got a vote. That's all that matters, bro.
A vote is a vote.
And so obviously Scarecrow won at the end. His costume had steam coming out of it. He had like fog machines inside.
And that was like 2017 Saudi. So like that was before like things opened up and people.
Oh, now we have way cooler cosplayers.
Yeah, now I bet you can like import stuff. Now there's Gamers 8. Like I bet if you showed up to Gamers 8, if they had a cosplay thing.
I didn't go, so I don't know. But yeah, that was a very fun experience. I don't know how I haven't told you this before. I'm glad I saved it for the podcast.
Story. That is a very fun story. Quite embarrassing, but very fun.
I was 13, bro. And it was a dare, so I had to, you know?
Yeah, but
a bunch of people did come up to me and take pictures of me though, so that's nice.
that's awesome. No, I always thought about that, man. It's like, I don't know. I really feel like I grew up as a geek and I grew up as a nerd.
Not as geeky as me.
But not as
I'm a
geeky. That's what
different level
I'm
of geek.
realizing
Yeah.
now. But which also is really cool. Like for me, I geeked out, but I felt like I always geeked out at home, and it was mostly generic geeking.
I was a wear it on my shoulder kind of geek. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't care, you know.
Which is kind of fun,
liked it.
like celebrate it. Yeah.
So
Because I would have loved to cosplay,
Yeah.
you know? I just never got the chance.
yeah, I just liked being like different. If that makes sense.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to wear a cat in the hat everywhere I went,
Oh, God.
and I used to stream in it too, which is really cool. That's why my I don't know if you followed me back when I had a profile picture,
Okay.
but my profile picture on
yeah.
Instagram was Sally Face, a character from my favorite video game, wearing the Dr. Seuss hat. That was my Twitch logo. That was literally my Twitch logo.
Was that your Twitch logo before you came here as well?
It's still my Twitch logo.
Oh, but that was your Instagram logo.
Yeah, but it was in my Instagram profile picture. Now my Instagram profile picture is me because it's a more professional account now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like the hat kind of symbolized me, you know. And so all my emotes on Twitch have like the hat or something.
But that's
related to the
something
hat
that I
it's
really
Sally
admire
Face.
about you, Adnan. It's like, we've talked about this before, but you can't take yourself too seriously in life, and you just have to have fun.
Yeah.
And you have to have fun.
Like I won't let anybody stop me from being me.
Yes.
You know? I'll be me.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
man. Yeah. Which I kind of envy, and I know that like Comic-Con, is that like still a thing anymore?
It is. There's
Do
a Comic-Con
people still
every
go?
year. Yes.
Okay.
And it gets bigger every year.
Yeah, I actually, now that I remember, I want to talk about this on the pod. Did you remember E3 growing up?
Yes. I
And,
still
like,
know E3.
But it's dead now. Did you know
It
that?
isn't as dead.
No, it's 100% dead. I read an article.
What do you mean dead?
They stopped it. They
Oh, they
discontinued
canceled
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like when it still, I think when did it stop? 2 years ago?
It stopped during COVID. So here's what happened. COVID happened.
Okay.
And so they basically said we're going to delay it until next year. And then publishers started streaming directly to the fans. So if you remember, like
that's
Twitch,
true.
so PlayStation did their own thing.
Nintendo does
by
directs
themselves,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically, ever since the companies started doing directs, they realized they could save so much money by not having to send all these employees, by not
Exactly.
having to rent booths, pay
They're
fees
like,
to E3.
yes,
So
screw
literally, the
E3.
CEO of E3 put out a tweet saying, "Yeah, E3 is dead. We're not
Yeah.
going to come again." And when they asked him why, he was like, "It doesn't make sense as
Exactly.
a business, you know."
No, that's fair.
Which
Yeah.
really sucks because I don't know. I personally, I never watch these live company by
did.
company, but E3 I would watch because
Yeah.
it was a
That's
cool
what I meant.
thing.
I watched
you know?
E3.
Yeah, like I would look forward to it. I'm like, okay, I can spare an hour or two today to look at all the new cool
Yeah.
games. But now I wouldn't like. Plus, it's all in 1 week, so you get all. But now
Yeah.
PlayStation does it at some random
Yeah.
time. Xbox does it at a
But-
random time.
I do kind of like that they split off because I would watch E3 and like I don't care about Xbox. Like I'm seeing all these Xbox games.
Yeah.
I'm like, when's the Nintendo part? You know?
Yeah.
So now when I get my Nintendo Direct, I get pure Nintendo. Also, Nintendo Directs kind of also fell off. Like I don't watch Nintendo Directs anymore because there's I don't know if you know this, but in Super Smash Brothers, obviously we're bringing it back to that game. There's a DLC pack for characters, but Sakurai the creator likes keeping it mysterious, so he doesn't tell you the characters until like later on. So every Nintendo Direct there would be like a trailer for that character,
I see.
and it was always so exciting.
Yeah.
When Steve came out
For Minecraft.
from Minecraft, Steve from Minecraft, Twitter broke down. I swear to God, wallahi al-azim.
Yeah.
Twitter has only ever broken down once before because
Oh no, like functionally broken.
yeah, like
from the amount of tweets.
from the amount of tweets, it broke. Like the website was
What?
off for a couple of hours because of Steve in Minecraft.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
And
but
it's
I
all-
heard it's like a crappy character, or isn't it like one of the
He is the
strongest
best character
characters?
in the game. He is the best character in the game to the point where he's banned in France. I was asking.
So at the tournament,
At the tournament, nobody was playing Steve. I was like, my brother plays Steve. They're like, oh, good thing he didn't come with you. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? They're
is
like,
it looked down upon?
what?
Like people who
Oh,
play
he's the
with Steve?
trashiest character. Like everybody, when Steve is on screen, the viewer count drops.
boo.
Wallah al-azim. Viewer
Wow.
count drops literally.
Wow.
People hate Steve.
because he's too easy.
No, he's boring. People like an exciting.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
people
he's-
want to see wheel
he's
kicks. And,
boring. Like literally, he builds a wall and hides mining for the whole game. Literally, that's his character.
Yeah. If you watch the UFC, there are some of those fighters. To me, a fighter is a fighter. Whoever
Yeah.
wins wins.
No, true.
But there are kind of wrestler fighters.
When it comes to entertainment, you can look down upon them, but as a fighter, yeah, you can't really. Like, they're a fighter.
No, but there are some fighters that do get booed in the crowd. But you know why? Because they'll take you down and then they'll just lay on top of you because they're in MMA. There's wrestling, and so technically in the judge's eyes, if you have top control, then you can just basically sit on someone and just do the minimum amount of work, just punch them a little bit so that the referee doesn't stand you up. And you can win a fight. And so many people have won fights like that.
That's
they literally
crazy.
take you down, just hold you down, get top position, and just sit there and just slap you, and then you win. But you get booed. You get booed because casual fans, they don't like wrestling. They want to see people punch. They want to see people wheel kick. They want to see knockouts.
That's literally the same case for service.
But they don't know how difficult it is. Like the fact that he is holding you down, it's not easy. You think if the other guy could
Steve
get
isn't
up?
Easy either.
Oh really?
But that chair is just boring, bro.
Yeah.
Like the amount of time my brother puts in the lab, like just practicing this character.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it. I just don't respect the character. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I've been thinking about Game Grista and I've been playing my Quest
you
a
need to
lot
come to a
recently.
Smash tournament with me once.
I will.
Just
I will.
once.
Heck yeah. Not once. Freaking 5 times, 4 times. We'll cheer you on. Yeah. And I want to see Nice anyways, but yeah.
I'm going to Nice next week if you want to come.
Yeah.
Saturday.
How much is a train ticket?
€8.
That's it?
€8.
Round trip or?
No, 8. So 16.
That's still worth it. And what did you eat? You just like ate it around?
I brought food with me.
Perfect.
I literally didn't spend a single... The only money I spent was an Uber from the station to the place.
I need any excuse to go to Nice because Nice is so sick and I just feel like I never had a reason to go.
So. Oh yeah, for sure you're coming next week then. Okay. If you're free, then I'll definitely invite you.
If it's on the weekend.
It's Saturday,
So why not?
For sure. And we'll be done shooting, so...
Inshallah.
Okay,
so two more things to talk about. Two more things to talk about. On the Quest, I just downloaded The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners.
Oh wait, you were talking about another game on your Quest.
Oh, keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah.
That is actually a very fun game. Okay, we need to play that.
We definitely will.
Okay, so keep talking, nobody explodes. No, I was just thinking of the joke I made earlier. But yeah. So keep talking and nobody explodes. Us Arabs. Yeah, we need to play that game with caution. But basically, there's a bomb, okay, and you have to defuse this bomb. So the person wearing the
VR... Are you
VR
pronouncing the B in bomb?
Bomb.
Don't pronounce the B. Please.
Wait, bomb.
Bomb. B-O-M.
Bomb.
Bomb. It's spelled bomb.
I think I'm saying because comedians have bombed shows before.
Bombed. Bombed.
Bomb.
That's when it's when it's a verb. Yes.
I'm trying to be less American, Adnan. My accent is way too American, and
that's not a bad thing.
Let's debate this.
When it comes to speaking English, why not? So when I speak Arabic, I sound like an Arabic person.
People look up
exactly. But when you're speaking English, why would you want to sound non-English? That doesn't make sense.
Non-American English.
You want to sound British people don't say bomb; they say bomb. So no matter what accent you want to speak in, it's bomb, bro. Don't pronounce the B, please. I have a friend, Anas, if you're watching this, please, he pronounces debt. He says debt. I'm like, Anas, it's debt. He's like, but there's a B in the word. That's not how the word works.
Microsoft has $5 billion in debt.
Debt. Imagine. I don't like people. Stop pronouncing silent letters, please.
Actually, here's a funny quote by Warren Buffett that I read. He said his partner, or actually this is from Charlie Munger, one of the most legendary investors of all time. He says there's 3 things that will ruin a man. And one is alcohol, drugs, and leverage.
Okay.
It's funny.
Why leverage?
It's debt. It's just like a finance joke.
Oh,
but yeah. And he said, and the joke is that like, the first 2 aren't really a problem. It's only the third one that ruins a man.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
About the bomb.
The bomb. So the guy
bomb. B-O-M. That's just pronounce it as B-O-M. Bomb.
The person wearing the VR headset has to defuse a bomb, but he doesn't know how. Like you don't have the instructions. So there's another person playing that is not wearing the VR headset, and you print out literally instructions on how to defuse the bomb.
We're playing at the same time.
Yeah. Literally, you're next to me.
That's so cool.
I know, right? It's so much fun.
Oh, we're playing this 1,000,000%.
And I've only played like 2 or 3 levels. At the start, it gets easy, but then it gets really hard because then you'll tell me like, cut the red wire, and then there's like 6 red wires.
It's like
and I'm
the
like,
rightmost
which red wire? And then you'll say the order, and then there's other like shapes and stuff.
Are you free tomorrow?
Dude, we can
Because our
play
day's
tonight.
off.
We can play
No,
it.
I'm way too sleepy for today.
Okay. Oh my God, we're at an hour
We're
already.
at an hour. That's what I meant. Yeah.
When did you mean that? Okay, I didn't want to talk about
Like
two
my
more
entire,
quick
like,
things. It was
days
just
are-
kind of our shoots. So I wanted to ask, how was your Friday shoot?
We can make it an hour and 10 minutes today.
Yeah. We're good.
The shoot was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about this today, that I wanted to say this on the podcast. I've never been confident in my skills as an actor. Like, I didn't think I was that good. Like, compared to everybody in our course, I've always felt like, I'm all right, but like, I'm not a good actor, right? That changed on Friday. We were shooting Sniff. And though the crew, I could not have asked for a better co-star and a better crew. Like, I felt like this is a match made in heaven when it comes to chemistry. It was perfect. And so we're acting and whatever, and we're screaming at the top of our lungs because Scooby had a different vision for it. It's not at all what you saw it to be when we performed it in front of the school. And to the point where like people are coming out of their rooms and like clapping for us after our shoot. It was really cool. But that's not what I mean. There was a point where we finished a shoot. Scooby, our director, comes and he's like, I like that, but I know you guys can do better. I'm like, better what? What do you want me to do? Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. He's like, I don't know what I want you to do. He says that literally. Where he's like, we're already at a good area. He's like, if we finish with this and I edited it, I'd be fine with this. But I feel like there's something missing, right? And then Aboudi just says, leave it to us. I'm like, hey, I didn't agree to this.
Yeah.
And then Scooby's like, you know what? I trust you guys.
Just play, experiment.
Yeah. Aboudi's like, let's do this. I'm like, do what? I don't have actions. I need what instructions from the director, right?
Yeah.
He's like, just trust me. And so we go, and it becomes a totally different scene. But like in a good way, a totally different scene. To the point where we finished, they say cut, everybody dies laughing.
Oh my God.
Me and Aboudi included. The thing is,
Wow.
I kept my laugh in, and it doesn't show on my face at all. But it was so hard because I'm talking to Aboudi and we're yelling and whatever. And in the back of my eye, I see a Scooby doing this, like the director and the cameraman being like they're holding in their laughs like this.
That is a set I would pay money to be a fly on the wall.
No, it was cut. Everybody, Aboudi falls on the ground laughing.
Wow.
We're all tearing up.
Man,
it was
that is
perfect.
Incredible. Those, by the way, those are the moments of magic that like anyone wants as an actor.
And no, the confidence boost I got as an actor just because the director said I trust you and he loved it.
He
came and hugged us afterwards.
And that's what I was gonna slap you, but I wanted to let you
perfect.
finish because you are an amazing actor. It's just you have to find those moments, and it's not just you. By the way, here's the thing about acting. People don't understand. It's a freaking dance.
It is.
Acting is a dance. You have to have a dance partner.
Yes.
And the thing is it literally takes one line. I was acting on stage with Yassine, the basketball scene.
Yeah.
You know, I did not like the scene at all, and it wasn't the problem of the writer. Just something was wrong. Something was off, and it just took one alternative from Yassine.
Yeah.
Yassine changed one thing. We're like, we just need to change the surrounding. In the original scene, it was a basketball movie.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be in a car. We're like, let's not play in a car. Let's play in a gym. We played it once in the gym, didn't work, and I'm like, let me just play the exact opposite, and then it clicked.
Yeah.
Literally nothing changed, nothing. I didn't come up with a new action. I didn't come up with a new given circumstances. It was just almost like I tried delivering a line differently, and I just started listening more. Yeah. And I think that's the key thing. And you've experienced this before as an actor, but when you lock in with another actor, and you're flowing with them in the sense, you know that moment?
There was 100% chemistry between me and Aboudi in that last show. Like, our chemistry throughout the whole shoot was perfect.
Yes.
But specifically when he said, I trust you guys, we locked in. And
that's when that happens,
it was perfect. It was perfect.
There's literally no other feeling like it on planet Earth. It's, I think, what comedians feel like when they do amazing on a set. Yeah. It's what surfers feel when they're it's that flow state.
Yeah.
But it only happens when you're with another person, is what I'm saying. Like, you can act in front of a wall and you can show a lot of emotion. But that's our job. It's not the same. When you're really experiencing the character and the scene, whether it's comedy or drama, with another person, that's so sick.
It was so nice. What was the second thing you wanted to mention before?
I just want to talk about my shoot, but honestly, your story's way cooler.
No, you can talk about your shoot.
Oh no, it was just great.
Which one? Did you do both yet, or is I Care a Lot?
No, I just did La La Land.
Oh, so you just did La La Land.
It was freaking awesome.
Yours was in Arabic too. Sniff was in Arabic.
It was in Arabic, and acting for the first time in Arabic was so.
It was insane. That was my first time acting in Arabic.
Isn't it so much fun?
So nice.
It's so nice. It's so much fun, and I managed to feel that moment as well, where my scene wasn't comedy, but
Yeah, it's different.
like literally like performing a scene and like seeing Henny is such an amazing actress, like seeing the tears well up in her eyes and like just feeling the anger myself, where I could literally see our director in the background like going like that, and our teacher was there as well. And he was just nodding his head. He was like, "You got it, Hussein," and it's just amazing, like having the crew thank you after it. And literally come up, dab you up, say that was such an amazing performance, like, and when it comes from the heart, you know, and sometimes
exactly,
like,
sometimes they're just like, good job, it's a wrap.
No, like, what I really liked was every single scene people were locked in. There are sets where people are just kind of distracted, but when we were acting, they were watching the scene, and we did it 100 times. Like that's the thing about sets, you do it 5, 6, 7, 8 times for one setup, you make the next setup, but every time people were focused. And I don't know, that's why I made that Instagram post. And I
don't blame you.
I was feeling like $100, like $100, like $100. I was feeling like $1 million.
How badly did you do if you were feeling like $100, bro?
I did. I'll take $100.
No, Justin was on our set too.
Yeah.
And he doesn't speak Arabic, but he's like,
something about that.
He's like, I could just tell you did that perfectly.
Comedy is comedy, man.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, that's really good and really rare, because moments like that, they're only felt on like Seinfeld, Friends, shows. If the crew is laughing, chances are the audience will be laughing. Yeah.
Oh no! And Scooby was explaining how he wants it's gonna be.
Oh my god! I'm
so excited.
I'm so excited. Which hypes me up because I have another scene on Thursday.
I also have a scene.
And I bought a suit, man. Oh, I'm going all in for this thing. I went out and bought a suit. I mean, I need a suit.
We're doing Peaky Blinders Saudi version. We're wearing thobs.
You're wearing. Do you have a thob? Do you need one?
I'm gonna borrow Yasin's.
Yasin's?
Yeah.
Is he...
No, Salman is going to wear Yasin's. I'm going to wear Salman's. If that makes it better.
I mean, you are quite tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine.
I can't wear yours. I'll look like the most mutawwa person ever.
I think the build would be fine. It's just...
I might try it on. We'll see.
If Salman wants mine... Yeah, we'll see.
We'll figure it out.
But I have عندي شماغ. شماغ and everything.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right, that's... Wow.
We did prolong it just a little bit.
People who tell us that the podcast needs to be shorter, you just need a... You need more time.
It can't be shorter. You need a better attention span. Oh my god.
Just listen to us while we're cooking.
One of our very avid listeners he's a friend of mine, and he has like the highest level of ADHD, like very ADHD.
And has he made it through?
And he watches the whole episode. Like he listens. So if he can do it, anybody can.
You can do it too.
Shout out Kawhi Don. I love you, dude.
Shout out. What do you say? I can't say that. Can't say that.
Anyways.
Okay. Thank you for watching the Gen Z Cafe. We really, really appreciate you.
Yes.
Whoever's watching, I don't know, 10, 5, 20 people.
Even if it's one.
Thank you for making it the whole way. And even if you didn't listen to the whole thing, if you listened to certain clips.
Yeah.
We love you.
We do love you.
Yeah.
Please leave suggestions for topics you want us to talk about.
Yeah. Leave one comment. Our goal by the end of this 20 episode is to get one comment.
Literally. Does Spotify have comments?
No.
Then on our YouTube, but yeah, if you're listening to this on Spotify, go to our YouTube.
People watch on YouTube.
Comment. I know, but people listen on Spotify too.
True.
Like my friend listens on Spotify.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening and /watching.
Have a wonderful day.
We'll see you guys next
week. Go for a walk. We need to send them off with stuff. Go for a walk.
Drink a liter of milk a day.
Do push-ups. Read a book.
Don't
hug
skip
someone.
Day.
Cry. Watch anime.
Appreciate your family.
Celebrate cosplay.
Okay, this is way too long of an intro.
Okay, bye. Gen Z Cafe. Peace out.